Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple game engine. For part one, we're going to make a display manager, a entity class, and a game class. So let's begin. Now, first thing we're going to do is make our actually, we're going to need to import SFML. No, you're going to have a basic understanding of C#. If you don't, why the fuck are you trying to make a game engine? Goddamn troglodyte. So we're going to install our SFML real quick. There we go. And then we're going to make a new class called Display Manager. Now this is just going to be for our window and shit. Actually, let's scrap Display Manager. We'll just put our display in our game class. Now let's make a game class real quick. Boom. Now we're going to make most of it static. So actually we're going to need using smell.graphics. So we're going to have a public static render window. Let's see, we're going to need a public static string name. Public static uint width height for the width and height of our screen. This will be separate from our actual screen resolution, this is the internal resolution that the game's running at. And we'll need a void to init public static void init. String name. Uint width height. Oops, right. Gotta do that too. And there we go. So we're doing window. Window. I'm trying to remember. Is it? Yeah, it's video mode. New video mode, and then name. Oh, my bad. Width, height, and then the name of our window. Wonderful. It's width. All right. Game width equals width. Game height, because this is static. Static variables are awesome. I love static. Now we're also going to need a public static void update and public static void render. Oh, I also forgot we're going to need a clock. We're going to need a float and a clock for delta timing. So we're going to need a public static. Oops, the clock. Oop, you got to use SML.system. Delta clock, goes new clock, public. Actually, we're going to need like a time class later on, but we'll do that sooner. We're also going to, I also forgot we're going to need a uint for the Fps Cap. So we're going to do game window dot set firmware and limits, and then Fps Cap. Boom. That way, because if you don't set an FPS cap, what's it's going to do is it's going to consume all the resources because it's going to try to render a billion times per second or some shit. So always set an FPS cap. I don't care. Just make it. You can make it really high, like 200 or some shit, or you can leave it. We'll have a config setting later. Now we're gonna do window dot. I think it's flush events. Dispatch events. My bad. I haven't used SFML in a bit. Let's do window dot clear, and we're just gonna to do render shit here, and then window dot I think display. Yes, display. Wonderful. Now, eventually, we're going to move all this to a DLL so we can use it for an external program, so it's modular. But for now, we're just going to keep it in the project, in the thing itself. That made zero sense. I'm very sorry. So then we're going to do using game. Oh wait, why am I doing that? I think I'm retarded. So we're going to do game.init. Let's call it BBQ is fucking awesome, because I am. 800, 600. Let's do 200 FPS cap. Actually, you know what? Let's just do 60 because my monitor is 60, and I don't want to fucking destroy it. I don't know. I'm talking on my ass. I'm very tired, and I didn't see it. Open the window. No, you serious? Hey, BBQ, why didn't it stay open? Well, because we never actually cleared this shit, so it's just automatically fucking exiting. So we're gonna do while game.window.isOpen game.render. Wait, we're gonna do update first, and game.clear. Oh, render. Bada bing, bada boom, motherfucker. We got ourselves a window. Ain't that pretty? My cat is judging me from our cooler. That's cool. Now, let's make a entity. Now, an entity is gonna be like anything that's on screen or does anything is gonna have an entity. Is gonna inherit from entity. Now, you're going to have a basic knowledge of inheritance, because I don't know why else you'd be fucking here at all. Oh shit, wait. Is vector to an external library? I forget. Yeah, no, you just gotta do system numerics. Now there's our position. Let's see, we're also need a public float for our rotation. We're gonna need a we're gonna need a virtual void. A virtual void means it can be overridden by our vendor class. So everything's gonna inherit this from our player and shit. It's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna get a public virtual void update. Public virtual void render. Actually, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this not virtual. We're gonna keep this normal because we don't want every single entity to have its own special draw function. That would just be dumb. We're also gonna have a void for UI render. Public virtual void UI render, so that we can have stuff like text on it over top of it, which would be pretty useful. Let's see. Oh, we're also gonna need a string for the texture. Don't know why I was texture. And that's pretty much all we're gonna need, I think, unless I forgot something, which is likely because I'm kind of stupid. Yeah, that's good. Now we're gonna make our scene. Add class, and we're calling it scene. Now our scene is our actual container for all our game objects. So we're gonna have like a menu scene, a game scene, all of that wacky bullshit. So we're gonna have a public void init. Oh, we're gonna get virtual. Forgot void init. Public virtual void update. Public virtual void render. Actually, we're just gonna have a UI render because all our entities are gonna be drawn separately. So this is gonna be stuff like buttons. So UI render update function. I'm having a stroke. Yeah. Let's give it a fucking name. Public statics. Oh, I'm very tired. I'm sorry. Why did I make that static? That's weird. Name. Now let's see what else. Sweet. Now we're gonna test that. So we're gonna have a public static scene. Loaded scene. Public. Now we're gonna have a list of entities. So we're gonna have a public static list entity. Entities equals new. We're also going to have a void for loading our scenes. Public static void load scene. Scene. And we're just going to do currents. Ooh. Oh, loaded scene equals scene. Wunderbar. I don't know why I said that in German. I don't speak German. That was weird. My cat's judging me again. Hello, Miss Momo. Now, in our update function, we're going to do for each entity in entities, entity dot update. Oh, we're also going to, I forgot one quick thing. We're going to need a bool for is active. Is active equals true. Now, if this is disabled, it is immediately yeeted away and fucking annihilated. That this is just, if this is false, destroy the object. We're also gonna need a private static list of entities for entities that should be destroyed. Because if we try to clear an entity from the list while it's updating, it'll just make a big fucky wucky and fucking die, which I learned from a small Dutch man. Thank you, small Dutch man. To be annihilated. Wonderful. Now we don't want to update it. No, we're just going to copy this real quick. If entity dot is active, it's not active, to be annihilated dot add entity. We'll use this later. I'm just putting that in there so I don't forget it. Let's see. Yeah, that seems about right. Now we're just gonna, in our render, we're just gonna copy that loop again because I'm lazy. Entity dot render, and we're also gonna do the same thing for UI render. Wonderful. Ain't that pretty? Oh, I love programming. Okay, let's see. Are we forgetting something? No. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna real quick, we're gonna make a test entity. So let's call this. Let's make a new test entity. Test entity. And then it's gonna inherit from entity. So we'll do public override. And then, oh, I forgot to give our entity an init because I'm fucking retarded. My bad. Public virtual void init. Sorry, I'm very nervous. I don't like being recorded. Over blah 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 blah. There we go. Let's go do texture equals test.png. Let's go get a texture real quick. I have tons that I can use. We got Half-Life Scientists. Let's go to my pictures. I got a lot of memes. Let's just copy this Dutch man real quick. I'm gonna use this as a test texture. You can use whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not your dad. Probably. I hope not. That'd be weird. Actually, let's just resize this real quick. Actually, no, we're fine. Texture dot use it. Now this is a test. We're gonna add a sprite cache later so that everything doesn't fuck up. Actually, no, let's add a sprite cache right now. I don't care. So let's add a resource manager. Now, resource manager is gonna hold all our sprites, sound effects, you fucking name it. Just whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not your dad, probably, I hope. So let's do public static list sprites. Sprites equals new. Oops, gotta include HTML. Dot graphics. There we go. We're gonna do public static sprites request sprites string name. Oh, right, yeah. If sprites dot has key. Oh, Contains key, my bad. Wait. Key. Has key, contains key, who fucking knows? I'm having a stroke. Huh, what the hell? Oh! Shit, I'm fucking stupid. We gotta make this a dictionary. Sorry, I'm very tired. I woke up like 2 minutes ago. Just gotta... Yes. Name. Return. Sprite's name. Now, what reason we're doing this is we want to save memory. This is gonna save us a whole lot of memory. Also gonna stop it from fucking dying. So, if it does not have a key, it will then var texture is new texture name, and then var return new sprites texture. Bada bing bada boom, our sprite resource thingy is done. Fuck yeah, motherfucker. Oh, of course we gotta add it to the list. I made this mistake last time and it fucking died. So, sprites.add sprites. Sprite, hell yeah, motherfucker. Ooh. Oh, right, we got it, because it's a dictionary. Oh, my cat is fucking doing shit. Hello, Miss Mew Mew. Okay, that's our sprite manager. We'll check this out later for other stuff. Okay. Sounds good. Now in the render function, we're gonna have... Actually, no, let's just... We don't need this. We can just do it in the game. Var sprites equals resource manager dot request sprite entity dot name. Oh, dot name. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Oh, dot texture. My bad. Sorry. I don't know why I thought name. So we're gonna do sprite dot position equals new, whatever that is. Wait. Yeah, for some reason SFML decides to use its own Vector 2 implementation, which annoys me. Although then again, this is a C library, or C++ library, so yeah, that makes sense. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. Entity dot position dot x. You have to do this because this uses a separate Vector 2 type for reasons. And sprites.rotation equals entity.rotation. And that should do the thing. Window.draw sprite. Wunderbar. Okay. Now let's make a test scene. Let's add a class. Let's call this game scene. It's gonna inherit from scene. Oops. Public override. Then the inits. Oh, right, we gotta add a instantiate to our. Now we're gonna do this. Public static void instantiate, because I like Unity names. Entity. Then we're just gonna do game dot entities dot add entity. That just real quick. Sorry, I keep forgetting things. I'm fucking stupid. Just gonna do entity.instantiates new test entity. And let's just do that because test entity inherits from entity. No, I'm really hoping this works. I'm really hoping this works. So after we init, what the fuck did I just do? We just do game.load scene. And then game scene. Oh, we got a new game scene. Sorry, I'm tired. And if we run this, I'm hoping it does not fuck up, because I just wrote a lot of code. Oh wow, it actually did something. Holy shit. To test this, we're going to add something in our update function. Public override void update. Now we're just going to add a console.writeLine shits. This is how real programmers debug, motherfuckers. I don't care if you use your fancy... Oh shit, I fucked up somewhere. Oh dear. Oh shit, I forgot to run the init function because I'm a goddamn idiot. So in our load scene, we just do scene load scene dot start dot inits. Oops. Well, at least it gives us an error. Value cannot be null. That's odd. Why is it requesting a... How strange. Test entities. Oh, fuck! We forgot to init the entity 2. Because, once again, I'm retarded. You see, even the best of us are stupid. Although I'm not the best. I'm kind of a mediocre programmer. Kinda. And there we go! It's updating with shit, and then we got this fucker on the screen. So that's progress. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more bullshit engine videos. Hopefully by the end of this series we're gonna have lighting and bullshit. Maybe an entity's component system like in Unity. That should only take a little bit to implement. So yeah, bye kids. I'm saying kids, you're all probably teenagers.